Okay, so you're Craig
O'Brien.
Craig O'Brien. Okay, how long have you been staying in? You're in Project Roomkey, right?
Yes.
Okay, how long have you been in it?
8 months, I think.
You've been in there 8 months.
Yes.
And so, what are you going to do when afterwards?
I have things set up. Being homeless, fixing other issues. I've been fully employed for 5 years.
Right.
I had the state taking 75% of my paycheck for child support I never owed. It took me 4 years.
But you're staying in the motel right now. You've been there for 8 months.
Yes.
Where were you living before the motel?
In my car.
In your car.
My car or on the riverbank.
Okay. And then how long are you doing that?
I got here in September 2015.
2015 in Chico?
Yes.
Where'd you come from?
I came from a place called Beaver, California.
Beaver?
Yeah.
I have no idea where that is.
299, it would be right before you get from Lawson County to this side of Modoc County.
Oh, it's way up north,
Yeah.
north, right? And so is that where you were born?
No,
Where were you born?
I was born in Sacramento.
In Sacramento. Oh, I was born in Stockton, so we're almost neighbors there. And so then, and you went to high school in Sacramento too?
Part of it.
Uh huh. Yeah.
I did the rest of. I spent most of my life up in Washington.
In Washington State.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Bellevue.
Uh huh. And when did you leave Bellevue?
Most of I would go back and forth.
Yeah. From Bellevue to just to
California.
Chico or different places?
Actually, Chico, I came here on an emergency basis. I came here because they had taken my son
Uh huh.
and
Who had taken your son?
CPS.
Child Protective Services.
Yes.
Uh huh.
And
Because
they
was he
decided-
living with your wife or his mom or
They,
something?
no, they decided to move him here. They transferred him. They sent him here to a group home.
Like he was in a foster care or something like that?
He was in foster care, and then he had some issues, something that was caused by the state on their decisions.
Right.
They sent him to Chico, California. They were going to cut off all my services, which included transportation, because they provided transportation for visits, for back.
Yeah.
They were and so I decided I had to, because they moved him to Chico. See, if I failed to do any like the visits,
Right.
and stuff, they could take my rights to my child.
So
Like
what year was that?
2015.
2015. So wow, 6 years ago,
Yes.
more or less, right? 5 or 6 years ago. And so you've been living in your car and like on the river and ever since
Yeah.
then. How do you get along?
I work.
Where do you work?
I've been fully employed. I worked through Express, a temporary agency, but I got 3.5 years with Hilbert, who does like the car wash, the Holiday Inn.
Oh yeah.
I did their office in Yuba City.
Mm-hmm.
Through those things, other companies have made sure that I stayed employed.
So
Like
when
I
the
said, when we talk about community,
yeah, so this Project Roomkey, this motel room, is supposed to end pretty soon.
yes.
Like, have you been told when it's going to end?
No, and that's the issue with Roomkey when I got in was, yes, they were there every couple days for like, say, the first couple weeks.
Uh huh.
I've heard nothing back.
So like you
I
just
sit every day wondering whether,
so like has anybody come and check on you or anything like that?
no. They used to come, like I
Who
said.
put you in there?
I don't know. I called 211.
Well, like okay, so you called 211 and like
They
somebody
had to get
said,
somebody at night. They took me to a room. There was, I guess she was a case manager at the time.
uh huh.
And then
You
she
don't
had
remember her name or anything?
My wife does. I don't.
Oh, okay. And so, so you went to the motel. That was 8 months ago,
Yes.
and nobody's checking up on you. Nobody's talking to you. Nobody's making plans for like what's going to happen when you move out of the shelter.
They put us in there because my wife was diagnosed with cancer in June.
Yeah.
She had surgery 12 days later.
Yeah.
So it was really an emergency basis of
Yeah.
getting her.
Right. And how's she doing now?
She's She's actually doing really good.
Good.
They,
All right.
they thought nobody can believe how good she's doing. She had stage 4 breast cancer and stage 2
Wow, excellent.
lymph node cancer, and they had to do a lot of things on the fly because of the pandemic,
Right.
which didn't allow them to really examine her as quick as, like they don't want to do with the type of cancer she has. They don't like to do surgery until they've done a full body scan.
Right.
Because oxygen, I guess, can make it spread.
Right.
They didn't have that opportunity.
So let me ask you this: like, you're in this motel room. Like, how do you eat and things like that? Like, huh?
I buy my food.
And
well,
like,
they JC delivers food.
who does? JC does.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not what I would. I mean, not to be mean, not to be.
Right.
But it's nothing I could survive on.
I see.
mean, not, I'm a physical worker.
Right. Right. I mean, it's not enough, or
It's not enough. It's not really have a base nutrition behind it. I have certain injuries that
Yeah.
require lots of protein.
yeah.
Lots of,
Right. Gotcha. And so somebody brings you meals, and then you also go out and buy stuff. You got some income, obviously. Like you got
fully employed.
Okay.
At this time, I'm with RCBS out of Orville.
Mhm.
Reload ammo.
Do you mind me asking you how much money you have to work with every month?
About $3,000.
$3,000.
But I also have 4 children that I ended up using the money. I only got part of my money back from child support so
Right.
far.
Right.
They told me I had to take other routes because they gave it away.
So if you got $3,000 to work with,
I got my son a place up in Modoc County. He was 14 years old and wanted to remain in school. Being homeless on the street was
Right.
hard on our family. I
Right.
had to start making choices. I set him up so he's in school.
Gotcha.
He just graduated a couple weeks ago. I have another son who's actually 14 and a half on the streets with it. When he was 14 and a half, this is when we got here, he got fully employed.
right.
We finally got him into a house
Come here, Louis.
last month.
Louis, come.
We finally
Greg,
got
listen,
him.
I got to roll, man, but it's really been good talking to you. I hope your wife recovers fully, and you get on your feet and get yourself a permanent place to live.
I will.
Okay, man. See you later.